Good day to my professors in IMU evaluating my presentation. I am Brian Denny and I'll be presenting my research proposal entitled Assessment of the Anti-Cancer Potential of Sibukao, C. salpinia sapan heartwood extract using colorectal cancer mice model. This is the outline of my presentation. According to WHO, 10 million deaths annually are caused by cancer. And of these types of cancer, colorectal cancer is actually the third most common cancer worldwide, causing approximately 10% of all cancer cases. Now, 10% is quite a large number, making colorectal cancer the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths worldwide. Conventional colon cancer treatments involve surgery, wherein you remove the diseased colon tissue. This is then followed by chemotherapy and radiation. Although success has been observed with using these conventional colon cancer treatments, their use is often accompanied by significant side effects, thus causing limitations in its efficacy. With the advent of alternative medicine, plant-derived compounds such as vincristine, paclitaxel, and camptothecin serve as effective chemotherapeutic agents. In fact, these plant-derived chemotherapeutic agents are the ones used to treat several types of cancer during chemotherapy. Another plant that may have a potential to be used as a chemotherapeutic agent is this what we call C. salpinia sapan lin, locally known as sibukao in the Philippines. The heartwood of sibukao contains diverse phytochemicals such as flavonoids, homoisoflavonoids, and phenolic acids, and some other bioactive constituents including brazilin, protosapanin, and sapancalcone exhibit diverse pharmacological activities. However, there remains a significant gap in knowledge regarding its therapeutic potential in vivo, particularly in cancer-induced animal models. Thus, this study investigates if C. salpinia sapan sibukao heartwood extract exhibit significant anti-cancer activity against colorectal cancer in a murine model and what are its potential effects on tumor growth, survival rate, and histopathological outcomes. The significance of the study involves the following. That is number one, supposing you get a positive results from this study, you get to advance scientific knowledge. This also will serve as drug development exploration, such that positive results may pave the way for further preclinical and clinical investigations, potentially guiding the development of affordable plant-derived anti-cancer formulations. This study also supports the validation and conservation of traditional Filipino medicinal plants and highlights the value of local biodiversity and modern health sciences. This study also may contribute to the emergence of complementary and alternative treatment strategies for colorectal cancer and may reduce dependency on expensive imported drugs and foster locally driven pharmaceutical innovation. This study also responds to the need for new, affordable colorectal cancer therapies with fewer side effects. The objectives of the study involves the following. That is number one, to quantify the concentration of the bioactive components of the extract, to measure its antioxidant activity by using assays like DPPH and FRAP. This study will also assess the cytotoxic effects of C. salpinia sapan extract in comparison to standard chemotherapy drugs in mice models, meaning we determine if this Caesalpinia extract is capable of killing the cancer cells, or is it cytotoxic to the cancer cells. The study will also determine the dose-dependent effects of the extract on tumor growth in mice models. The study will also analyze the overall survival rate and quality of life of our research subjects. And finally, this study will also evaluate histologic tissues of mice models post-treatment period. The last objective is very important because the gold standard for diagnosing colorectal cancer is through histology. That is, we evaluate the tissue, we get a sample of the cancer tissue, we stain it with H&E, we check it in the microscope, and we may do immunohistochemistry studies. So, as to the studies on the anti-cancer potential of Caesalpinia sappan and its bioactive compounds, this basically started in 2019, wherein Mianto et al. Evaluated its cytotoxic effects, particularly the Brazilin component of Caesalpinia sappan. The Brazilin, according to his study, induced apoptosis by activating intrinsic mitochondrial pathways. Another study by Hong et al. Investigated the effect of protosaponin B. Protosaponin B is actually another bioactive component of your Caesalpinia sappan. This protosaponin B was actually tested on metastatic colorectal cancer cells where it significantly reduced the migratory and invasive capacities of the cancer cells. Another study was by Haryanti et al. In 2022 wherein they examined the effects of Sapan calcone on breast cancer cells where it caused cell cycle arrests by downregulating cyclin B1 and CDC, which are basically needed for cancer cell growth or proliferation. The study by Hong et al. Was actually done using cancer cells, meaning they are just doing it in vitro and not really in vivo. Another study by Naik, Book et al. Reported that the extract has an effect on breast cancer. Another study by Haryanti investigated the combination of C-Sapan with doxorubicin in triple-negative breast cancer cells, where it showed a synergistic effect. However, these studies recorded in literature has several gaps, which include, number one, in vivo studies are limited. Now, basically, in clinical testing, in vivo studies are very important because as much as possible, we wanted to test its efficacy and effectiveness inside the body. Because later on, if we get to say a positive result with this study, this might be used or maybe a good candidate for use in colorectal cancer treatment in humans. That's why there is really a need to conduct in vivo studies. Also, most studies have focused on single compounds such as Brazilin or protosaponin B. However, it is likely that the anti-cancer activity of C-Sapan results from these synergistic effects of multiple bioactive compounds. And to note, the mechanisms underlying the anti-cancer effects of C-Sapan extracts remain incompletely understood. The experiment will start off by extracting and quantifying the bioactive components from C-Sapan heartwood extract, particularly Brazilin and protosaponin B. So a solvent extraction method will be used and phytochemical analysis, FTIR, and HPLC will be used to characterize these bioactive compounds. This will then be followed by identifying the total antioxidant activity of your C-Sapan using DPPH and FRAP assays and to determine if this extract is capable of killing or having a toxic effects against the cancer cells in the mice model that will be used, we will do a cytotoxic testing. One group will receive varying doses of the extract, while another group will be treated with standard chemotherapy drugs such as 5-fluorouracil or cisplatin, whichever is available. And to check for its cytotoxic effects, we measure the tumor volume reduction as well as any signs of toxicity. Then, histopathologic examination of the tumor will be conducted to assess cellular morphology, necrosis, and apoptosis. Analysis of the survival rate and quality of life of mice will be monitored over an extended period, and the time to tumor progression and mortality will be recorded. Clinical signs such as body weight, activity levels, grooming behavior, and any signs of pain or distress will be monitored. Finally, histologic evaluation of mice models will be done, wherein tumor and other relevant tissues will be harvested from the mice for histological analysis, and immunohistochemistry will be performed to examine specific markers of apoptosis, including caspase-3, p53, and Ki67. The outcomes measured in this study are the following, wherein the primary outcome measure is, of course, the size of the tumor and the reduction of the tumor size. So this is measured using a caliper, or imaging studies may be done to assess the treatment effect. And then, very important also is to note if the mice has survived throughout the treatment process. So we determine the survival rate and, of course, the survival time, basically expressed as the percentage of mice surviving over the study period compared across control and treatment groups. Secondary outcomes that will be measured includes the following. We have histopathologic findings, so we check the tissue for cellular morphology, we do immunohistochemistry, and check for signs of apoptosis and necrosis. We could also check biochemical markers of cancer activity. We also check any signs, clinical signs of toxicity from our subjects by checking the body weight, the general health parameters of the research subjects, and of course, organ function and toxicity assessment. We also check if C. salpinia sappan is able to only attack the cancer cells and not affect any normal cells in the research subjects. So the timeline of this study will actually run from a 6-month period. Experimentation will start here after procurement of materials, wherein the animal models will be acclimatized in the animal research lab. After we have given approval from the Institutional Animal Use and Care Committee, Ethics Committee, and then these animal models will be induced now with colorectal cancer. Treatment administration will then follow from 3rd, 4th, and 5th month, and data collection will be done all throughout up until date of the 5th month. Histopathologic and data analysis will be done from the second to the last month up until 6 months, and finally reporting of results after the entire conduct of the experiment. The projected budget of this is 10,000 ringgit, wherein majority of the budget will come from animal cost. Basically, this involves the buying of animals from the legit suppliers and induction of cancer treatment to the animals, and of course, the materials and supplies that will be used for the entire experiment will comprise the bulk of the entire line item budget. These are the references of the study. Thank you very much for listening. Good day.